Hey folks, welcome back. So I've got another Coldplay track for you today since the last one was so popular. This one, it's a little bit earlier, it's off the album Parachutes and it's called Yellow. It's a great track. It's a little bit more complicated in terms of its key signature and chords, but there's less chords, so I reckon we can still handle it. As ever, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the chords, we're going to talk about some structure, some rhythm, and then at the end there's a little bit more information just to make that intro unmistakably yellow. So let's go. Okay, quick bit of science. This piece is in the key of B. It's a little bit of an awkward key, but you know, it's worth learning. So we're going to go B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Same pattern twice. Kind of white, black note, black note, white note, black note, black note. And then the last move is always, okay, that's always that little half step. Even in our interesting chords, those notes are going to be what we're going to use. Okay, so try and get used to them. Now, our intro. First bit of the intro is that little guitar, ding, 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 and that's just a B chord, right? We're going to take that in root position. B, skip the C sharp, play D sharp, skip the E, play F sharp, and put a B in your bass, okay? A bit difficult to imitate strumming. Something like that. Okay. Now, when the whole full band comes in, we are going to continue on our B chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our second chord is an F sharp. F sharp, F sharp, skip one, play one. A sharp, skip B, play C sharp. We've got this F sharp we're using up here. So if we just move that one, put it up there, we get a change from. It's like an expand down. Doesn't feel really like it because of these black notes being all squeezed up together, but that's what we're doing. 4. Now we need an E. And I think we should just skip down to here. To take the E chord. So it's E, G sharp, B. Everything has come down from here to E, G sharp B, E, G sharp B, invert, right? Whichever way you want to slice that. And then we'll go back to B in the position we first found it. Okay, so let's put that kind of loud bit of intro all together. Okay, for the verse, we have got 3 chords that we're going to use. Our first one, nice and simple, is a B. Now, just to separate our verses and choruses from each other, we're going to take our B a little bit lower, and we're going to move it down to a B, D sharp. So that's where we were. Just take the F sharp, down to the bottom, put it there, B in the middle. It's kind of more satisfying to play with as well, I think. So that's our first chord. F sharp. We know what this because we just used it a second ago, but we're going to take it now. We've got our thumb on the F sharp. Nice, evenly spaced root position chord. Next chord is E. Now, it's actually E major 7. So what we're going to do here is first we're going to find our E chord. And our E chord is going to be E, G sharp, B. Okay, now that'll work okay. Much nicer if we can find this major 7, and it's so easy, right? So if you've seen some of my videos before, you may remember that the easy way to find a 7 is to take your root note, wherever it is, and drop it down by 2 half steps to give you a 7 chord. And as long as you're playing the root note, you don't need to play it with your right hand. crucial, that bit, right? Now for a major 7, it's just half as far. We're going to actually play the D sharp. So it goes from here to there. Gives us this kind of, out of context, quite jazzy sounding chord, but if we put it in with the rest of those chords, we get Now, we're into the chorus, and this is a beautiful little chord sequence. We are going to start on our E major 7. So we were here, and if you remember where our E major 7 was, it was just there. So all you've got to do to change from that B chord to the E major 7 is move your F sharp to a G sharp. Second chord in the chorus is G sharp minor 7. And here's the fun bit, right? If you look at your notes here, G sharp, skip on B, skip on D sharp, the chord of G sharp is already minor in the key of B. So we don't really have to change anything there. We're already playing it, okay? But we need to find the 7. So kind of weirdly, the only thing we need to do to change from E major 7 to G sharp minor 7 is change the G sharp to an F sharp. Okay? Lovely change. And then the last change is going to be to an F sharp. F sharp major, so F sharp, C sharp. There we go, fitting very, very nicely in root position, right? And then after that, we're going to go round. We've got 4 beats of the E major 7 chord, 2 each of G sharp, giving us like a little trio of chords that we're going to cycle round for this chorus. So from here, to get back to the E major 7, we're going upwards. Almost your right hand is playing a G sharp minor chord over an E. So let's just try that a few times. We've finished our verse here. Easy change to E major 7. Drop the thumb. Bring the rest of the fingers to meter. Okay, so very quickly, let's just cover the instrumental section that happens in between the verses and the choruses. So after the chorus, before the verse, and then again as we get to the end before we go into the kind of bridge slash outro, whatever you want to call it. Okay, easy peasy. It's exactly the same as the intro. So that's all we're going to play. Same chords, right? Twice, and then we're at the end. Okay, I love this ending. We are going to come from instrumental. how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. And then what we are going to do is play from the beginning as if it's a verse, right? Look at the stars. Look how they shine for. But this chord is a minor 7 chord. So first of all, we'll take the F sharp major we usually use, which is there. Make a major into a minor. What we want to do is drop this middle note down to it from an A sharp, also known as B flat, down to an A. Okay, so that's the basis of our change, right? Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And we're kind of already there. Now, what I really want you to do here is add in the 7 as well, right? Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And we're going to have 4 notes: F, A, C sharp, F sharp should say, A, C sharp, and E. And all the things that you do. And our last chord is that E major 7 that we've used a couple of times all the way through. Okay, so let's just try that outro. We've come from Okay, 2 bits of extra jazz to talk about. The first thing is a sus4 chord, which mainly happens when we're on, I think in fact it exclusively happens in this piece when we're on a B. And that can be here. Now sus4 means we basically swap the 3rd note in the chord, 1, 2, 3, for the 4th note in the scale. So, right, so we go. There's our normal chord, there's our sus4 chord, there's our normal chord. And it's always just that one up by a half step. Where are we going to do that in this piece? Mainly when we get to the end of like a verse. So think about it like this. Sometimes it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can swap those around as you see fit. We can also use that in the actual intro. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to start in the exact place that we started before. What we've got there is we've got that sus4 note, but to give it that discordant clashing thing which makes this intro sound so awesome, we're going to keep that note as well, right? And the only change we're going to make in terms of positions is we're going to flip the F sharp up to here. From an A sharp to a G sharp. Then we're going to go back to our E down here, right? And we're actually going to turn it into an E6 chord by having our, instead of a B, we'll have a C sharp. Okay. And then when you resolve that, you're going to take your pinky up to an F sharp. Then you're going to come to your B, excuse me. It's quite a lot of information there. Let's follow it through really slowly, okay? We start with our B. Move F sharp down to that 4th note, the E. Up to the F sharp. Now we're just collapsing down to that G sharp. E, where we've swapped the B for a C sharp. Resolve, but also break it at the top. And lastly with our B. Okay, listen to the record for the changes. If you've got questions and comments, you know what to do. I'll see you next time.